nice man.
That's something I should be wearing.
Shall we change? I mean, not right now, no?
I didn't know there would be a public. I was sitting in
Oh no, are you, oh,
It's like
kind of
something
shocked?
like a
Wait,
mouth job.
Gato, hush now, then you can see they're really nice. I mean,
Hello.
look at,
MIKA.
Hi, how you doing?
no, they're really nice.
No, it is. It's like, do you know that movie King John Malkovich?
Yeah,
Where he kind of steps into one thing and he jumps into another thing.
yeah.
And then as soon as he gets used to that thing, he jumps into another thing. It's kind of like my life right now. So
Is
I always
this,
feel like when I'm on tour, it's like stepping into one world, and then you get into these little wooden boxes, like when I was just doing something with someone else. But it's okay. It's kind of fun.
are you sometimes scared or frightened or shocked? What?
Pretty much all the time, pretty consistently spiking with anxiety. But then I kind of get home, and if I have time off, and I'm not spiking with that kind of constant buzz, I get very confused for like 4 days and quite intolerable to be around. I become like this person who's looking for a thrill but you can't find it. And you wake up in the morning and you're like, what's supposed to happen now? Who's going to tell me where to go? And then it doesn't. And you just have to kind of walk the dog and practice. And
You have a dog?
I have a dog.
What's his name?
Her name, Maliki the Witch.
Maliki the Witch.
Yeah. Try calling that in the park.
Hey,
Witch! And she's like, "Rrr." It's quite,
what kind of dog is it?
she's a golden retriever gun dog.
Ah, what's the gun dog?
It's different. Well, since you ask, it's actually one of my favorite things to talk about because golden retrievers are really sweet.
Yes.
Big, fat, blonde. They eat all the time.
They become a little bit
Well, they're kind of dumb as shit.
redundant.
But everyone loves them because they're so stupid. And there is another type of golden retriever. That's actually a show breed, and they're very big and they get heavy. And there's another type which is the gun dog breed, which is the working breed, and they're meant to kind of chase after the animal when it falls out of the sky, like the bird, and retrieve it and bring it back to you. And they're very, very bright, and they get very depressed, and they get very happy, and they always need some sort of constant attention, which is not ideal because I'm always on tour. So she gets into these strops, and now she's staying with a friend of mine, and because I'm gone again, she goes through this thing where she thinks she's pregnant. So she collects everything that she thinks she likes. So my slippers, my socks, like some tennis balls. The weirdest thing, that she loves wooden cooking spoons. Yeah, and she puts them on her bed and she sits over them and she goes, oh, oh, and she like licks them all for like 6 hours, and it's so weird. So
It's very touchy.
very weird.
Yes.
Yeah. What's he doing?
He's doing a drawing. I guess. Yes, it looks quite like you. No, he's drawing a tale, a fairy tale.
Oh, that's cool.
But I don't know which one it will be and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe there's a dog in it.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But
She's very skinny. She looks a bit like a puppy forever. It's very sweet. Okay, she's not a puppy.
But it sounds a little bit like if you're leaving, your dog is a little bit like you when you're coming back home.
That's a very good analysis. So we kind of switch personalities. I sit there and I collect my tour book and my, whatever from the tour, and I sit in bed and I go, oh. Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
So maybe you're gonna swap your life.
Well, yeah, we swap lives, me and Maliki the Witch, for about 18 hours on Thursday, and then I'm gone again. And then I'm back for 2 days, and then I'm gone again for a couple of weeks. It's kind of like that.
And she's getting a kind of routine into this pretending pregnancy.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But now she goes, I'm so happy you like to talk about this. I wish every interview was like this. Now she goes to a friend of mine who actually works for dogs. Like they have to work. And they get into these packs, and it's really sweet because they all have to go and find things and do these intelligent jobs so that their brains are really you know, working hard. So she goes in a group of about 10 dogs, and they get to a gate, and they all sit down in a line. Of course, I try to do it, and it's the funniest thing you've ever seen, because they all kind of jump on me. But when my friend Buzz goes, she goes, and Buzz goes in a line, and they all get in a line. She crosses the fence, the gate, and then one by one she'll go, Polly, Bob, John, and Bob will come over across the gate and sit down. And then Mel goes and crosses the gate and sits down. She's a very different dog when she's at home and when she's working.
She's very disciplined then.
Very. It's just like me on tour. You're so right.
Yeah.
I am my dog. You know how people buy dogs that look like them? Well, mine's quite skinny. She's quite tall. She's quite moody. She pretends to be a bitch, but actually she's really nice. I am my dog.
We figured it out.
This is the worst realization in the world. I am my dog.
We figured it out. So,
because most people think I'm an asshole, but I'm not. I'm actually really nice. I just don't like talking to people because it makes me feel like my stomach's turning over.
Do you think people think that you're an asshole?
Sometimes, yeah. Like I get to a party and I'll have a drink and I just sit in the corner like this. And all I can think about is, this is where I am. That's where the exit is. How the fuck am I going to get over there? And it normally takes me about 7 of these to kind of get the confidence to cross over there. And then I leave.
I thought it takes you 7 of these to start a conversation.
Oh, well, yes, probably that as well.
Really?
Yeah, but it's just really weird because then I can walk on stage, or I can walk on here, and I've never met you before, and I can talk about anything.
Yeah.
But if I'm put in a normal context, I find it a lot harder. Why am I telling you this? I have absolutely.
No, I mean
it's almost like I haven't spoken to anybody in like.
No, it's really interesting. It's really interesting because I guess nobody in here will have the impression.
Nobody here would care.
No, that's not true.
Well, I don't know if it's not true.
No. Is it because has it something to do with shyness? Are you shy, or is it because you know that they know who you are?
Oh no,
no.
It's not that. It's not that. Because a lot of the time, people don't recognize me. You know, I'm not always. When people think of me, they think of these cartoon characters and colors and spiral shapes. They don't think of me. You know, and often, you know, I put my hair like this, and you'd be surprised. Even people who have all my records will walk by me. And actually, that's one of the best things about what I do.